And it's a story you'll see only on 7. Garvin.
It's easy to be seduced by the fantasy of Disney World. There's so much around, you don't feel like you're part of the real world, and you let your guard down. And that, as one local college student on spring break found out, can be dangerous.
Pleasure Island was a great time. I mean, I tell people that was probably the best night and the worst night of my trip.
Pleasure Island is Disney World for grown-ups, a collection of bars and nightclubs on Disney property. It's the kind of place where one can make friends fast.
It's just so chaotic and so much fun.
And that is just what Stonehill College junior Jeremy Curley had done on Monday night. But then came closing time, and Jeremy and his 3 new friends had to leave.
We had to walk quite a ways to get to our car, and when we got there, there's only a couple cars parked there.
They got into their rental car.
That's when the guy jumped in, had a gun, told us to drive off. I was just like, take everything you got, take our car, just leave us. But he's like, that's not how we do it.
The kidnapper said we because he wasn't alone. The 2 others were also in on the plot. After leaving Disney, Jeremy and his friends were driven around for hours, brought from one remote location to another.
That was after they robbed us, so I'm like, I was trying to rationalize why they had to take us somewhere else, and we got taken to a secluded area, and we were actually in the woods for a while, and we were there for like 2.5 hours in the woods, and that's when you're trying to think, why are we in the woods, what are they going to do?
What the kidnappers did, eventually, was release them. And Jeremy's night at what is supposed to be the happiest place on earth did have a happy ending.
You just feel so relieved when you finally see that police officer. I mean, I'm 21 years old. Police officers aren't something I always like to see, but you just feel relieved.
As you can tell from the court video, the kidnappers have all been caught. One picked out of a lineup by Jeremy and the other victims. Another identified through an ATM surveillance camera photo. And the third, he turned himself in. Live in the newsroom, Garvin Thomas, 7 News 19.
Also tonight, Boston police searching.